Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got a new weapon here. This is the MW2023 Winter's BAS-B. So, this is the BAS-B right here. It's a bad bitch. It's a fucking big old battle rifle in the newest Call of Duty, the new Modern Warfare 3, 2023. That was technically last year, but it came out last year. This mod is humongous. It's 373 goddamn megabytes. Now, I can actually have space to install it because, the next gen update came out and, uninstalled my mods, so I had some space, so I figured I'd cover it. Plus, it is one of my favorite guns in the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I did spend a lot of, I did, anyway. Spent a lot of time playing the new Call of Duty. Leveled up all the guns, unlocked all the camos, and that BAS-B, definitely one of my favorite guns. Now, this is, the real life name for this gun is a SIG MCX Spear. It's a big old heavy fucking battle rifle. Like big fucking shoot big bullets. Does all those kind of things. It's nice in Fallout 2. It does have some really cool animations. We're letting kind of it idly play for a little bit here just to get an idea. Because I know some of you have like a big problem with like idle twitchiness, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just making sure you guys understand. I was hoping like an idle animation would play, but it doesn't look like it actually has one. So this is a very cool looking gun. Look at this. The aim down sight is very nice. This is very clean. It has like immersive kind of wobble as you're aiming, right? Which makes sense. That's how it would work in real life. You can craft this weapon for yourself at the chemistry station, so it's pretty easy to get. It does look nice in the character's hands though too. Like this put away, pull out animation, all this stuff very clean and crisp, and it's like the nice tan. So it has its own section down in here in the chemistry station. The BAS-B. So you need a combat rifle, gun nut 2, and a bunch of other components to turn the combat rifle essentially into the BAS-B. And then you can craft the ammo for this particular weapon also at the chemistry station. So for 10 lead and 20 steel, I can craft 100 rounds. It's probably like the most efficient ammo crafting you can do in the game. Now we also have this toggle underbarrel grenade launcher. We'll get to that a little later. And you can also craft the 40mm grenades required. You get 10 of those at a time for 4 steel, 2 fertilizer, 3 copper, 1 acid, and demolition extra perk. But you can craft like a whole bunch of grenades. You can craft like a whole bunch of ammo. I mean, you do this 10 times, you get literally 1,000 bullets. So let's take a look at the weapon here, though. Pull it out again. Sounds nice. Reloads nice. Reloads nice and hard. Like nice hard. Like I know some of you maybe think that's like over jerky or whatever, but I really like my animations to be emphasized. It does just look like the one from Call of Duty. This gun hits hard, no recoil, or not any major recoil. It's going up. I'm not controlling it though. That's without. If I'm trying to control it, I always pull down too much, right? Like I overcompensated the recoil. I could very much easily keep this on target if necessary. Feels good to shoot. I could just spit out bullets because I can get essentially infinite of them. In short bursts like this, it'd be good too. It sounds good. Feels good to use. Animations look nice. Let's take a look at the customization we can do here. So you can make it automatic or semi-auto, which is a cool Fallout thing. Let's make it semi-auto, just like you could in Call of Duty, though. So we have all these Call of Duty attachments. Hopefully some of them do stuff. Now, obviously, the suppressor should do things, right? Suppress things. But I guess really we should make this automatic again because we can actually. So there's all the regular receiver things. Higher receivers, higher we go up here. More damage for semi-auto. It's still 74 fire rate. It's probably really quick still. And you get better range over automatic. That's kind of crazy. So we have different suppressors, muzzle brakes, all different kinds of things. What I'm looking for here is just like, obviously most of these are cosmetic differences and stuff. But this is supposed to provide a significant increase to recoil control on this thing. We're just really just testing to see if the attachments work at all. That does control the vertical recoil a lot. As you see there, it kicked a lot to the right. But this is without, I'm not touching the right stick. It does act, seemingly here, these attachments are actually doing things, which is crazy. Because that's the biggest problem I always have with Call of Duty guns, is that they don't do anything. So, what about a compensator? What does a compensator do? So they all say significant increase to recoil control, but like, do they control recoil differently? That one is a little bit less recoil control. Like, so it is actually seemingly working here. I'm just like, want to mess with them now. This heavy brake is a bit slower to race, but significantly reduces recoil without compensating velocity or range. Do these other ones do? I mean, suppressor literally gives you range. The flash hider here gives you range, and it helps with recoil control. Not that flash hiders mean anything in this game. Some of these are just Call of Duty attachments, and they're cosmetic, and some of the gunners are going to be really big deal about it. I mean, I think that's pretty much the same. Like, all the brakes do different things. Now let's think what the weapon sounds like suppressed. This one gives you increased accuracy and recoil control. I'm trying to see if there's any other ones. That slightly improves accuracy. I mean, mostly probably going to look different, right? Improves range is the same as the one we already have. Colossus Suppressor, same thing. We'll just put the one on we have on. Let's see what the weapon sounds like suppressed. And let's add some recoil back. It's obviously, so you're making a trade-off. Those muzzle brakes and compensators do provide better recoil control than this does. But the recoil is not really that bad. I mean, like I said, I could absolutely keep this on target. And I will show off that I can later. It's a very quiet suppressed gun, though. I mean, that's probably what it sounds like in Call of Duty or whatever, but it just lacks punch. It does, okay? I'm gonna put like a regular. I mean, I just see, like, I'm not a big gun nerd, so I don't even understand. Like, that's a slight impact to range. Why would you do that then if you could just not have a slight impact to range? The suppressors do technically give you more range than the compensators do, right? We'll just put one of them on there. So we have all these rail grips on here. Faster sighting, improved recoil control, and better accuracy, improved recoil control. The Bruin Support Heavy Grip is the one I always use because it helps with that horizontal recoil, the side-to-side type of stuff. So if we put that on there with something like this Cassius Brake, which is supposed to also be heavy recoil control. Now we have Call of Duty sights. I like Cronin Mini Dot is a good one. You know, so these are all like basic red dot sights of different kind of varieties. There's a big 4x scope, 2.5x scope. This is like everybody's favorite scope in Warzone because it's like just the perfect like sniper looking scope. We'll see what it looks like in this. But you know, we have hollow sights. You have like enhanced iron sights, 2.5x scope. You know, little different, all different kinds of reflexes. Like every fucking, this Call of Duty's got too many sights in case you guys can't tell that. And we're not going to show all these off here. Nothing humongous on it. No snipery scopes level. Let's see what this 2.5 looks like. It doesn't, I mean, that's just not working at all. Like it doesn't look like anything, right? Like, I mean, I guess you can kind of see the various thing. It just looks really weird. Let's check that recoil out, though. It's still kicking the same. Like, I don't know if this grip on the front is doing anything. Like, yeah, at least your character's holding it on a positive note. Let's just put a suppressor on there. Let's just see. Just put a suppressor on there. That sight is broken. Hopefully some of these sights, I mean, I'm sure some of these sights are going to work. It's just like some of the longer range ones. This is a 4x optic. That's not actually there. You know, that's not good. It's fine, like, but not good. I wouldn't say that's good. Let's put like a default red dot sight on. This should be pretty basic for the game to handle. There you go. It's a red dot. Recoil goes straight up. It's nice and quiet. I don't think the grip is doing anything, but your character holds the grip, so that does count for something. They can at least provide cosmetic benefit. I mean, I don't think it's actually changing aim down sight speed like it does in Call of Duty or anything like that. Like, you can't put like faster sighting, improved recoil. I mean, like, this all says the same shit, to be fair. Superior recoil control on these vertical grips. Let's see if we actually hold a vertical grip. We'll put a different sight on there. I'll try to show off at least some of these sights differences, right? And hopefully some of them work and some of them, some of them I might. So with 20, 30, 45 round meg, obviously you want to go 45. Different grips that say they do, well, this one doesn't say it does anything, at least, right? It provides a recoil and reduction, improves accuracy and handling. Sure, dog. Like, I bet it doesn't. But, you know, you can't help things. This is a sight that actually works. This is a very clean looking scope. Bigger, longer reload, bigger, fucking heavier mag. Recoil is still going up to the sky, and it goes up to the sky more because remember we have more rounds. This vertical foregrip is being held though, so at least you can like have your character hold the gun in different kinds of ways. This scope actually looks pretty nice though. It's 2.5 times. Different barrels here. I mean, most of this is just going to be range stat, right? I mean, like, shorter barrels give you less range, more accuracy, I guess. It says benefits to handling, but I don't know about none of that. So, like, that's a good range one. They have to put, like, a whole new... No, it just took us to the muzzle section for some reason. Lasers! Laser-only ADS. So it blocks aim down sight with the scope. I'm blown away by the thing. It doesn't. Just so you know. It does. The scope is absolutely still working. But at least the laser sight does work with the scope. You get that combined effect. And it does work outside of... Like, you can see my little green laser sight out there. It does work, at least. There's, like, some things that fundamentally work. The longer barrel is long. It is increasing my range, right? Like, I guess. Let's put a different scope on there. Like, if I put these enhanced iron sights on there, the skin doesn't load up. That's not correct, right? There's you can do the damage modifier if you think the damage is too weak. We'll see if 116 is enough. The skin not working is not cool though. This is supposed to be like a big heavy muzzle brake. This is the longest barrel, the best range, so I imagine that's the one we're going to want to use, right? This is supposed to help with recoil reduction. I mean, we can at least put a flashlight on there. 1,000 lumen flashlight. That's very bright. This weapon, this is a flashlight too. This is like a flashlight laser sight, but that doesn't have textures to it, even though this mod is huge. It doesn't let you do that. And there's no stocks. No, there is a stock. We haven't even got to that yet too. The ones that say that they're going to help with enhanced mobility or recoil control. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see about that. A large increase to mobility. Let's see about that. I mean, I don't really feel any more mobile. This is our enhanced iron sights, though. These are nice sights, but we're not aiming down sight with a laser like it says we were going to, right? That is not... Very clean-looking iron sights. The regular iron sights are pretty clean-looking as it is. I am dropping frames. Thanks, next-gen update. But yeah, I mean, I don't think mobility is going to do anything. I don't think any of this is supposed to help with recoil control, right? I don't like this Venom long barrel because it doesn't like match the rest of the weapon. Like, it doesn't look the same. This is the Monic Call thing. It doesn't actually have textures at all. That's very cool. Is it like I don't even know. There's like short barrels of all different kinds of variety. Standard barrel. This long barrel, see, it doesn't like match. Like, isn't that weird looking? I don't know, man. Like, I really don't. I don't know why that barrel looks like a different color than the rest of the fucking thing. Just weird stuff. Look at all these grips too. Like, there's a shit ton of them. Obviously, we got to put the 40mm grenade launcher on, regardless, because that's what we're going to try to show off here as an actual functional use case scenario of the weapon. I mean, it's got good range. The statistics are good here. I don't really like this sight, though. Like, I don't like it in Call of Duty, and I don't like it here on this weapon. So we're going to take that off. But, I mean, we can show off any of the multitude of different sights. They have different, like, dots and stuff. Like, this is going to be a blue dot. If it's... No, it's red. I thought this was a blue dot in Call of Duty. It might be. I mean, maybe I feel like I'm aiming down sight a little bit slower. That recoil's pretty good. Not too bad. Suppressed. So... what we crafted earlier, and you saw me do this at the chemistry station, I showed this off, but under 8 we should have, I think it's under 8 anyway. If we go down here, we should have a switch that we can, so essentially the idea behind this is that you could hotkey this. If I can find the switch, there it is. So it's under T for toggle, so if I put this up here, so we have this 40mm grenade launcher on here. So if I hit up and I toggle it, that should pull the weapon back out, and now we're shooting grenades. And that at least works too. That's at least functionality to the weapon, right? Having an underbarrel grenade launcher that you can switch to and from. Back to shooting things full auto. We're obviously going to have to do that as it is. This is, I mean, it's a nice red dot sight. It's just, that, you know, it's a long barrel. It's doing things. I mean, I bet this weapon's going to be good. And the recoil is good now. We've at least got that somewhat under control. But, you know, lots of different attachments. Most of them are... not, I mean, I guess I should say most of them. Most of them are cosmetic. I don't think these stocks really do too much in terms of your difference of recoil control or mobility or anything like that. Like, I don't think, I mean, obviously I put it on auto just to show recoil, but semi-auto is the better way to go here for sure. Like, definitively. It's just, that's a Fallout thing though. Semi-auto is always the better way to go. You get more damage for free. And if you're just fast with the trigger, you could just shoot it anyway. I'm looking for different scopes of a variety of stuff, right? Like, is this 2.5 times scope going to work? Some of these textures look a little bit weird together, right? That one at least functionally works. And we have a laser sight with it. Semi-auto suppress sounds different? That's weird. It doesn't sound suppressed at all, though, to be fair, really. It's a very weird vibe. Let's put a different suppressor on there, just to say we did. It's always the deal with these Call of Duty guns, man. They just seem to cause weird shit. Like, the severe massive amount of attachments possible in Call of Duty just doesn't translate well to Fallout. The 4x scope, at least it works. It does functionally work. Put a different suppressor on this. It still sounds like almost not suppressed. What does it sound like fucking not suppressed then? Like, that sounds way better than it did, you know, suppressed full auto, for sure. I mean, we could put different lasers on here. Like, it's supposed to be like different kinds of firing from the hip is more accurate. I don't know if that's gonna work. The skin doesn't work. that's not, you know, it's not great. You could just, I mean, you could put a standard stock on there. You could do different barrels and stuff. This is a decent reduction in range that I put in these other barrels on here. Even standard, right? And then we'll just put the standard on there, and then like just change, like, I mean, semi-auto. I just wanted to see what the semi-auto sounds like loud though too, right? Just a regular Cronin mini dot is good enough for me. So this is supposed to be better hip fire accuracy. It does look maybe like it is doing it. That's way louder. Never mind, I lied. It is definitely suppressed, but like, I don't know why it sounds so, like louder semi-auto. But this is kind of like a way to make the weapon. Now, you have all different kinds of options, but I don't think the things are going to matter as much as they seemingly do. Like, really, you're choosing semi-auto at the maximum capacity or you know, full auto. You're choosing a stock based off of look, I guess. Because, like, this is supposed to be faster, right? Let's make it fast, I guess, right? This long barrel does slightly increase accuracy. The short barrel is supposed to increase handling. It might not. Hey, better handling, right? And then, like, different... We could do the flashlight, at least. That's something we could show off as the thing that works. 40mm grenade launcher, I think, is the choice. You can make it suppressed, right? The 45-round mag you go with. Whatever sight you kind of want to go with. And then the skin doesn't work. But, so, this is our short, quicker version. I don't really... I mean, maybe the tiniest bit quicker. It does sound nice suppressed, though. And you can still shoot it pretty quick here. I'm like really railing it. It's not super fast, but I bet it's fast enough to do the trick. We're just gonna go test the weapon out in some combat though. I mean, I'm really excited to see it like function. And obviously we gotta pull the grenade launcher out at some point and go thunk. Because that sounds like it's gonna be a good time too, right? But semi-auto, definitely the way to go in Fallout. It just is. This is the way that Fallout's designed. I'll see you guys when we get to some combat. Alright, I spawned in the Raider shit right now, but I mean, I one-shot that dude. Semi-auto, that's still just working just fine. You want to get penetrated. You want to get penetrated. Penetrated. I want him to penetrate that surface, even though it looks like I can. Kind of little suppress that shit and you should... Yeah, you tear my fucking throat out. It's fucking framey as shit. Thanks, Downtown Boston. Thanks, Bethesda, for the update, for the connection. I know I'm complaining again, even though I already made like a big, long... complaining video. Look, my stutter to nothing. Nah, crashed. I'll see you guys in a little bit when I get the game loaded back up. Alright, let's hope the game doesn't crash this time. Already getting shot. Great. Good job, gunners. For existing. I think I didn't quite get one shot, but he also got banged through the wall, so it sucks to be him. I mean, this is real good VATS accuracy too. I did put that 2.5 scope on there that I liked a lot. Long barrel, semi-auto, suppressed. It should do just fine. Can't quite get shots on that man, but that man's good dead. I mean, for the most part, one-shotting these gunners, not by far like the highest level enemies we're gonna run into or anything like that in the game, but definitely does just fine. And the recoil is not a concern at all in semi-auto mode, right? Like this, I'm just pretty-fying the corner, and it does sound way nicer suppressed with the semi-auto mode, right? Just get that. I mean, I don't know if it needs that damage buff or anything like that, but it is definitely there. If you really want it. Start kicking dead bodies. Okay, let's go find some more stuff to shoot, though. Gunners are obviously one thing. Cool, whatever, gunners. Let's go find some other stuff to shoot and hope the game doesn't crash while we do it. Thanks, Bethesda, for the next update. The gun does look nice. So texturally, like really, really high texture quality. Is it crashing? No, it just froze. Sometimes it do that freezing thing. I've seen that before. But the crashes are like rarer than they used to be. It literally is like dropping frames to like 0 too. Like that's the crazy thing. It's like it's literally, and I think Digital Foundry was talking about it too. Like that's like a streaming error. Like it's not streaming in assets very well or some shit. Indeed, there's a guy there, or a dog there. It's not technically a guy, it's a dog. But we're gonna go ahead this direction because you decided to hang up dead bodies and let me know that you would like me to come shoot you. Who are you fighting already? I'm trying to... Wow, I'll get XP. Do you guys attack your own dog? Right in the fucking face. It's got good VATS accuracy though too. Like 95 right down that turret. Dead in one shot too. This is good. This is good. I mean, it's almost like cheating. I can crit him. I mean, that didn't one shot. That's a legendary, and it is sneaky enough, right? Like, I'm not very patient about sneaking right now, but this penetrator perk is like being broken as fuck right now. I don't remember it being this broken. That reload is like somehow louder than the gun, which is kind of nuts. Dog dead. You're dead. Vats is too overpowered. You're not dead because it's fucking lagging nuts. I really wish the next gen update didn't exist, you guys. Fuck my life. Somehow I'm still in caution, even though that person was practically looking at me in the face. Yeah, that reload's got a lot of echo to it. Hey, a gun we're gonna cover in a future video. It's always nice to find on the playthrough. But yeah, I mean, obviously this BAS-B is a wonderful gun. It has the Call of Duty gun issue of having a bunch of attachments. You found my sorry ass? Are you sure you found me, or? Yeah, I think I found you. It has the Call of Duty gun issue of having too many attachments that don't do jack diddly shit, right? It's really just kind of bitchy in that way, but it does feel good to use, like when you do get it functioning away. Fucking birds. I want to, like, the super mutants over here, I think. Usually some Mirelurks in this area too. Bugs maybe? Bugs? Fuck you, bug. I like the scope too, though. Like, I'm sure you can find a scope for you that you want. I did mention that I have to show this motherfucking thing off. It's a little bit weird ass about how it unequips and re-equips that shit. But we're gonna find something to tunk. It could be the ghouls here, or it could be the super mutants up there. The suicider in there somewhere. If I just like definitely killed something. I mean, I'm not even trying very hard anymore, and I have a shit ton of these grenades. Just vaguely snaring them in there. Really? You really want to do that? If I shoot this in VATS, does it shoot the grenade? It must, right? That guy's dead. That's fucking great. VATS a grenade launch? Oh my god. You do kind of carry the weapon differently too when you're running with this. Hello, ghoul. You're dead. I mean, we can switch back to and go. Fuck you. Get a little too close to me. You're not close enough to me. Switch back before we even reload. Does that switch reload the gun? Yeah, technically switching is cheating because you can reload it faster that way. But yeah, it's a very functional gun. It's huge in its file size, but it does really look nice. It's one of the highest texture quality guns I've ever seen. Looks like nicer than the regular game textures do, and it has a lot of attachments. Probably too many attachments, to be fair. It's always a judgment I have, but you know, like if they don't functionally do that much, then what are they there for? That's my personal opinion. But some of the scopes are really good. Some of them don't work at all. Some of the attachments don't work at all, so like they shouldn't even be in the game. It is fucking framey, dude. I fucking feel the mess of this nonsense. Anybody else around here? The Mirelurk Kaleclaw down there? I mean, Mirelurk Kaleclaw, I have a present for you. I missed. No, that one didn't. Blow that shit up. Blow it up! Yeah. But yeah, it's a great gun. Semi-auto, full auto, grenade launcher attachment, very cool. Lots of different scope options, lots of different stock options, grips, laser sights, all the things. Some of them are more functionally useful than others. But it is a great gun, you know, I think. It's just a little bit too large. 373 megabytes is a lot of space. It's almost like a quarter of your whole mod space just for one gun. I mean, it's a lot, but it is a good gun. Fun to use. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you do want to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link to the Bethesda on the page, the Nexus mod page, so you can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you guys are new to my channel, subscribe. That way you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.